The willing suspension of unbelief or disbelief is to allow a person to believe that something is true even though it seems impossible. For example, the plot is ridiculous, it doesn't seem believable at all. Maybe it's an outer space movie or a fantasy movie, but if you can suspend that disbelief that it isn't real, it makes it an enjoyable movie because it suspended one's disbelief. I wondered where such a term or phrase originated, so did a simple research, and the suspension of disbelief or willing suspension of disbelief is a term coined in 1817 by the poet, philosopher Samuel Taylor Coleridge, who suggested that if a writer could infuse a human interest and semblance of the truth into a fantastic tale, the reader would suspend judgment concerning the implausibility of the narrative. Describe how the phenomenon of the willing suspension of unbelief functions and how it is achieved through good writing, and what impact does it have on the reader. The reader's willingness to embrace a story's imaginative or unbelievable components depends on their ability to willingly suspend their disbelief, an essential component in fiction that is needed to achieve this. Skillful writing that focuses on compelling narrative, internal consistency, character development, descriptive detail, sensory engagement, and symbolism contributes to reaching this state, enriching the reader's experience and expanding their imaginative limits. One way to achieve this state is to focus on symbolism. This can be achieved by exploring the connection between the symbols. The willing suspension of disbelief helps the readers to fully experience and appreciate a story's creative and imaginative elements. Readers explore new worlds, experiences, and perspectives in literature by suspending their logical disbelief. This suspension of disbelief creates a sense of curiosity and engagement that allows readers to explore complex themes, emotions, and ideas that are hard to express in reality. The approach opens up storytelling's complex fabric, allowing empathy, creativity, and a stronger connection between readers and their stories. The play that I chose is a drama titled A Raisin in the Sun by Lorraine Hansberry, 1930 to 1965. I chose this dramatic piece because she was the first African American woman to have a play produced on Broadway. So young and talented and beautiful and gone too soon. I found out that she died from pancreatic cancer at the age of 34. There are several themes in this drama that are interconnected. The central theme is the pursuit of dreams and the struggle for a better life in the face of adversity and societal constraints from the impact of systemic racism and economic inequality on individuals and families of the time. Suspending disbelief number 1, the small apartment setting. The play features the family living in a tiny apartment. The way the apartment is described in such detail and how the characters talk about it makes us feel like we are really there. We can imagine the tight spaces, the cramped living quarters, the old furniture, and the challenges that they face sharing a bathroom with all of the neighbors. This makes the family situation feel real, and there is an emotional connection to the whole story and situation that helps me believe in their story. Suspending disbelief number 2, big dreams. Even though the family doesn't have a lot of money, Each person has big dreams. Walter Lee wants to start a business, and his sister, Benitha, wants to be a doctor. The passion that they have when they talk about their dreams and how they fight for them makes the reader care about what happens. There's a huge emotional connection, and we start to understand their feelings and challenges, which makes their dreams seem that much more believable, even if they are going to be extremely difficult to achieve. Ultimately, the willing suspense of disbelief in A Raisin from the Sun allows the audience to empathize with the characters' experience, their struggles as if they were real and possibly even their own. It helps readers to gain insight into the larger societal issues of the time. The characters' dreams and conflicts become a lens through which we are able to explore broader themes of racial inequality, societal expectations, and the pursuit of a better life.